First up, we have Pam Scobie. Pam Scobie lives in Bridlington, formerly an actress. She now works in adult literacy. She spends time in Hull learning Italian, getting her teeth sharpened, and writing poetry with mutiny. She also belongs to poetry groups in Bridlington and Beverley, and has published 5 novels for young people.
Hello. Yes, my name is Pam, and if you would just hold on to that for a few minutes, it'll come in handy later on. This first poem is for a friend of mine who once said to me that he wanted to be scattered over the Humber. Humber, I thought? That's a colour, isn't it? And that's where this poem came from. Scatter Me, for T.F. Griffin. Oh, scatter me over the humber, under a hurrying sky, on a dark day in December, or a turbulent July. For longer than I can remember, I've been preparing to die. I want to go back to wherever it was I came from in '49. My life has been fractured, and not just because of drinking too much wine. I'm captious and I'm cantankerous, and I've never toed the line, so scatter me over the humber, that'll do me fine. In the name of love I've clambered up hill and tor and scree, the drinking hours I've squandered learning to use a PC, but I've left the world unencumbered with howling progeny, so scatter me over the humber, that'll do for me. Scatter me over the humber on a dark day in July, and in particles unnumbered I shall sparkle, I shall fly, and I know that I'll be remembered for things that I used to be, long after the humber has carried me back to the sea. I don't know if any of you have ever been to a Burns Night celebration. In brief, it involves a lot of quaffing and much spouting of the great man's work. And at one point in the proceedings, the gentlemen recite A Toast to the Lasses, which is a poem extolling the virtues of the fair sex. This poem is dedicated to all those women who've ever sat at home on Burns Night waiting for their husbands to return the worse for wear after 7 solid hours of Scottish poetry. It's called Burns Night Hangover. Rabbie came hame frae Burns Night in 2003, pished up and looking for a fight, so he picks on me, put me in casualty. I've never liked poetry. Rabbie came hame frae Burns Night in 2004. I knew when I saw his shape in the door, I knew before my head hit the floor. Burns has a lot to answer for. When Rabbie came hame frae Burns Night in 2005, it's a miracle I survived. I can't remember Burns Night in 2006. See, I get these fits. When Rabbie came hame frae Burns Night in 2007, I swore I'd get even. Rabbie came hame frae Burns Night in 2008, when the fire in his fists and his belly was out and he's snoring there in the grate. I recited my very own Toast to the Lasses and picked up the petrol can. The bastard blazed for 17 verses, and I can't even scan. He was a big, big man. So this time next year, I won't quiver with fear when I hear that front door key. Nay bugger returns for a 3rd degree Burns. That's what I call poetry. Some of you may remember that you used to be able to order groceries from Iceland over the phone. They gave you a brochure full of product codes which you recited to a lady in a call centre in Deeside, and she tried to encourage you to buy more products by pretending to be your favourite neighbour. And I always felt obliged to join in this horrible charade, no matter how miserable I was feeling, because I suspected she probably had some supervisor prowling around. So out of this came the next poem, The Ice Queen. Was there ever a cleverer way to shop? She's taken my details, we've booked the drop, and Dee Dee from Deeside, my new best friend, is raring to help me spend. How happy she is to hear my voice, ecstatic to ratify every choice. She laughs when I get the numbers wrong. A bit of a joke helps things along, a bit of a giggle, a bit of a chat, some ready-made custard to go with that. So we prattle on with no cares at all, while a demon glares through a crack in the wall. Her husband has left her, her baby is dead, a tumour is growing inside her head. Have I tried the dreamy low-fat spread? Dee likes it with crackers and cheese in bed. Dee Dee from D-side, the Iceland queen, is the greatest actress I've never seen. Whatever I choose, Dee uses it too, be it dinosaur burgers or sauce ragout. I love their special kedgeree, and so does Dee Dee, so does she. She loves their deep dish cherry pie, and so do I. Oh, so do I. Neither of us believes the other, but I don't want her getting in any bother. So we both of us wear a cheesy grin. Somebody's always listening in. My children despise me, my carer abuses. Under my nightdress I'm covered in bruises. I laugh at her jokes with a face stiff with grief, like a crumpled-up, dried-up handkerchief. Dee's humour is effortless, manner exemplary. Does she work from a script, or is it extempore? I swear I can hear her cheery smile, though her daughter is dating a paedophile. Well, you've got to keep going, there's worse off than you, and butterscotch swirls are a fiver for two. How easy to turn the other cheek, with mini Kievs on offer all week. Sometimes I wonder what she would say if I whispered just after fromage frais between onion mash and mushy peas, "Help me, Dee Dee, help me, please." Would a whisper come back, "Help me too," between fabric softener and toilet glue? No, no, the answer would come back pat. We don't have a product code for that. Our business is ended. There's nothing to say. Only, don't leave me, Dee Dee, don't go away. My life is in chaos, it couldn't be horrider. A tornado's flat-packed my dream home in Florida. My son's on a drip and feeling no pain. He was crapped on by an aeroplane. But my ready-made friend is agog to be gone, and I've savings of £16.71. Dee Dee from D-side, cold-hearted queen. I'm the sad secret sister you've never seen. You're the sad secret someone I might have been. And now a chubby little number entitled The Child Killer. I'll just take a walk, I tell myself. A little look around. I like the noise and the smell of it. The fair ground. Hot fat, hot sugar, hot fat flesh. Belonging. Being anonymous. Then I see him, through the rage and din, through the clang and dazzle like a dead, still space. I check to be sure, no friends, no kin. I recognise the emptiness in his face. He is lost and alone and lonely and looking for me. We both know what is on offer, what must be. Somehow his hand slips into mine, or it might be the other way around. I lead him away from the thump and chime to the unfair ground. Heart jumping, mouth dry, eyes hungering in that desperate place. He does not see the blade coming, it leaps at his face. I kneel on his chest, on his filthy old coat, and I sing as I slash at his throat. Dirty old men, I'll kill you and kill you and kill you again. In the papers next day, I learn his name. And I'm already wondering, when? I don't have much longer to play this game. Soon I'll be 10. I actually lived in Wales once for 15 months, and I flatter myself I picked up the language rather well. So I've actually written a poem in Welsh. It's a love poem dedicated to someone very close to me. I shall read you the Welsh version first, and then the English. This is the Welsh. Pam, 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 which, loosely translated, means why, Pam, why, Pam? Why, Pam? Pam, why? Why, Pam? Why, Pam?